What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Same Difference podcast.
Is this thing on?
Hello, friends.
Hello.
We meet again.
Happy Monday. Oh,
Child, it's been a Monday too, child.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
what's been going on with
It's
you?
been a couple of days of Mondays for me. Life got me by the eyelashes, and she's dragging me along.
Not the eyelashes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, my friend. Care to share?
Yeah. So my car got to acting funny on me.
Gotta love car trouble.
But let me tell you how good God is. So when my car, so I knew something was like, I was leaving my house one day. It was Wednesday of last week. I was leaving my house, and something just didn't feel right. Something just didn't feel right. So I'm driving down the street, and something was like, "Don't go far," and I was gonna go far. And then I felt like my car was doing something funny, like it felt funny, like it might have been riding funny or something. So I pulled off into like this medical plaza, and I was like, "Okay, let me just sit here." And I parked. I popped the hood just to see what I could see. Didn't see nothing. So I got back in the car, sat there for a little bit, and then I, turned the car back on and let me go ahead and truck on my journey. And my car did a little shake. I said, "Oh, I'm going home." Because I don't know what that is. I'm serious. It did a little shake. So I'm driving down the street back to my house. Thankfully, I didn't go far. And as I'm turning into the turn that I have to make to go to my apartment complex, I hear something pop. And I went to turn the wheel, and the wheel was tight. Like the wheel ain't want to turn. And I'm just like, let me just get to my parking space. Let me just get to my parking space. So I'm coming all around. I come in, open up through the gate, go in. I'm turning, and I'm fighting the wheel to turn at this point.
Was it your timing belt?
And hold on. So as I'm turning into the spot, the car cuts off. Right in the middle of there, like, if this is the street, you gotta ride down this street, and there's buildings on each side, apartment buildings on each side, and so my car was just stuck there. So I got out. I couldn't do nothing.
I got out.
So I went to the leasing center, and the guy at the front called two of the maintenance men to come over there and help me. My car it's not an electric car, but it's powered electrically, or I don't know. So to answer your question about the timing belt, so my car only has one belt on the engine. It's called a serpentine belt, and the serpentine belt controls the water pump, the AC, the power steering, the engine, literally everything on that one belt. And that once the maintenance man came over, they popped the hood, and the belt was
kaput.
Yeah, the belt had popped. So that was the sound that I heard. So I didn't know what to do. So I called only person I knew to call, my mechanic in Atlanta. What do I do? Because the car ain't moving. So he told me that he explain your serpentine belt. The belt that you see is your serpentine belt. It controls everything for your car. So if the serpentine belt is gone, your car is not going to start. So he said, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to get somebody to get power to the battery, and then once you get enough juice to the battery, cut the car on, get it into the spot, and that'll be that. So now it's two maintenance men and one of my neighbors. So my neighbor is like, because he has a BMW too, and so he's like, "Oh, it could be this. Oh, it could be that." You know how you go on Google when you got a sniffle and Google tell you got cancer, you're gonna die in 24 hours. That was what he was giving. Sir, move. So he didn't want to do it my mechanic's way. He was like, "Oh, I don't think that's gonna work. It doesn't have power." As soon as we did it the way that my mechanic said do it, it worked. He was like, "Oh, your mechanical's right." You don't say. So I call him back. I call my mechanic back, and y'all, when I say this ain't one of them, as my granddaddy used to say, jack legs. He's certified. Whatever you got to be a mechanic, he's certified. Okay, he know in and out, and his specialty is luxury cars.
Okay.
So, I call him back and I'm telling him, yeah, I got the car in the spot, you know, da 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 da. He's like, you know what? I think I know somebody in Orlando. He said, I said, before I get my hopes up, are you sure they in Orlando? And he was like, I'm pretty sure. He's like, let me call and see. So he get to calling, time go by. He like, oh, he just don't be answering his phone, blah, blah, blah. Finally, he get a hold of the guy. He said, I'm sending you his number. Call him right now. He's in Orlando, but I don't know where. Like, I wouldn't know how far from you. Call the guy. Tell me why this man live up the street from me.
Oh, yes. Yes.
When I said it ain't nothing but God, because he used to work with my mechanic in Atlanta. That's how they know each other. They used to work together.
Wow. I love this.
That's insane.
I love
So
this.
that was Wednesday night. He came to me after work Thursday, fix the car.
Okay.
Fix the car. So, but I think there's one other issue going on, which I wouldn't know until we got the main problem fixed, which was the car not moving. We got the belt replaced and he did all the things and all the things and all the things. So now that I'm still seeing one little issue, now that I know that that's the issue, now he got to figure out where the issue is coming from and fix that. So I'm out the woods, but child, when you caught on, for me personally, I wouldn't like not having a car even if I lived home, but specifically because I don't live somewhere where I have family. I don't like being immobile. That don't work for me. Yeah. So, and when the guy came and I was like, okay, so yeah, we got the car straight. Appreciate you coming. Like, how much do I need to send you? He like, oh nah, this on him.
Okay. Amen.
Amen. And I call him. I text him back and I was like, hey, you know, he was like, don't worry about it. You know, I got you. I know how you are about your car. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate you.
I love kind gestures like
but
that.
But I'm so glad now that I have somebody here that I know knows what they doing. Like if this dude, my mechanic in Atlanta, if he vouched for him, oh, he's certified too.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, like that's had me by my eyelashes because like if my car don't move, to me it's the end of the world. Everything's going wrong, nothing's going right. I can't live. I can't breathe in this way. So
I can't breathe in this way.
Because I like to, and the thing about it is, y'all know I don't go nowhere. But when I want to go, I want to be able to get in the car and go. Yeah.
Understood. So yeah, I mean, I guess the last week I didn't get drugged by my eyelashes necessarily, but you know how it is when my work weeks get busy and it's like back to back. That was last week. Okay. And when I tell you, I told myself, I think it was Wednesday, I was like, I cannot wait till Friday because I'm not doing shit. I'm doing nothing. Friday, I woke up and was a little bit hungover. It was an accident.
Was we having a little fun, friend?
I mean, if work happy hours where we're drinking on the company dime is fun, yeah.
Okay.
And so I was kind of down bad a little bit on Friday, so I really did nothing. And then Saturday I was just kind of like, I don't want to do anything, and I'm just gonna chill, and I'm gonna watch my little murder mysteries, and you know, we're gonna vibe and you know, relax and snuggle with the animals. So like when I tell you I did like 48 hours, I did nothing. It was fantastic. And then Sunday I got up and I had made sure my day was productive. Cleaned up my apartment, went to the grocery store, and you know, did all the adulting I needed to do. So, I will.
That's how I feel like my today has been. I feel like them people in Publix, they probably be like, "Do this girl work here?" Because she here almost every day. I be there almost every day. I was in there earlier, and the boy. I went to the counter, and the boy was like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, "Oh, hey, girl. Like, I know you. Yeah, I be in here regular. I be in there because also I don't buy frozen food." So I go to the grocery store often because I don't freeze stuff. Like literally, if I open my freezer right now, ain't nothing in there but the little automatic ice tray, and literally nothing in there. Only thing that'll be in there is some ice cream. But So
Remind
yeah,
me to tell
but
you my story about ice cream.
well, before I forget this, thank you for being an understanding friend. Because Pasha hit me up Tuesday, y'all, so we could record, and I did not text this girl back to yesterday. Okay, it just was one of them weeks. So thank you for being an understanding friend.
Well, it's fine. I honestly, after the election results last week, I didn't, my spirit was like so low and I was just down in the dumps that there wasn't even though there was so much to talk about, I didn't have any words. I didn't feel like it. I didn't want to,
I talked to you about it a lot. Like we were talking about it, in the days after, the night of, the days after,
yeah,
and I
but to
still
like record,
feel, yeah,
I didn't have it.
it is a very, very, very sad time. The thing that bothers me personally the most is Roe v. Wade. It is just incomprehensible to me how we literally don't have control and say so over our own body. Like that is like I saw this I saw this I follow Joy Ann Reed on Instagram.
Mhm.
I'm gonna pull up Joy. There's this post that she posted. Here it is. Vasectomy appointments increased by 1,200% after the election.
Mhm.
It says, in the wake of Donald Trump's reelection, it appears Americans are gearing up for a new wave of family planning. Planned Parenthood reported a dramatic increase in appointments for various birth control methods on November 6th, the day after the election. IUD appointments skyrocketed by 760%, while birth control implant appointments rose by 350% compared to the previous day. Most strikingly, vasectomy appointments saw an unprecedented 1,200% increase. That is insane.
Mhm.
Now, the only way that men would get it, some of them clearly do, but the only way the other men would get it
Mhm.
is if they had to use a vasectomy as the only means of birth control and the government told them that they were not allowed.
Mhm. Yep.
And it I think that people automatically assume abortion, but it is so much more complex than that. Men don't
Mhm.
know and understand that even a miscarriage is considered an abortion when you have to have a DNC
Mhm.
to remove the embryo or fetus from your uterus.
Mhm.
It's considered an abortion.
So, yep.
So the reason why women are dying is because when they're having a miscarriage and they do need assistance to remove the tissue from their uterus, the doctors aren't allowed, and so they become septic and they die
Mhm.
from
Mhm.
infection. That is so 1890.
Mhm.
Like science and medicine has advanced so much, and the fact that this is where we are dealing with this type, women dying from not even now childbirth, but just being pregnant
Mhm.
and not being able to carry to term. It really is. It's scary. It's so scary because you're getting pregnant is so much more risky now because you just
Mhm.
never know.
Mhm.
um Also feel for the folks who have to use in vitro. They're coming after
Mhm.
in vitro fertilization. um it's so much, man. The election is just, I'm still in my feels about it. It just is so sad. I feel like there was a collective sadness the day after the election.
I feel lied to.
Mm.
I feel
Lied
like
to.
I feel like there were endless communities of people that were team Kamala. Let's get on the phone for Kamala. Let's raise money for Kamala, who went into that voting booth and did not vote for Kamala.
And we
There's
know which people they are. The
a
polls tell us.
right. And so that was the first thing I feel lied to. The second thing is I feel like white people gave a collective slap to black people and said, enough already. You know the way of the world. This is how it always has been. You need to know your place. You got one black president.
And that you took the words out my mouth. You lucky we let you get what you got for 8 years.
Yeah. And so enough with the change and the hope and the mixed
Inclusivity,
like
diversity.
enough of that. Enough of that. We're not if we wasn't voting Hillary in office, I don't know why you thought we were going to be voting Kamala into office. Know your place. That's another. It was I feel like it like drove the point home that you will always be black and we gonna be white and we gonna protect being white and having all the power and being on top by any means necessary, even if it means voting a fucking buffoon felon fuckface in office. I'm
Because how
disgusted.
anybody could vote for him is just beyond my comprehension.
I
don't even want to make my brain hurt to try to figure it out.
Black people that have the right to vote that chose not to vote.
Mm-hmm.
That really, 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 really
now
bothered me.
That bothered me. I do have to say though,
that bothered me
based on how everybody else voted, it wouldn't have made a difference though. It wouldn't have made a difference. White women, Latino men and women, Asian men and women, even if our people did, because overwhelmingly, we did what we were supposed to do.
Black men,
like it wasn't a question. It wasn't. It was completely. We were not voting for him. The polls show it. And what's so funny is he trying to ship Latinos and Asians up out of here first day in office. So you get what you vote for.
That's got nothing to
ain't
do
got
with
a
me.
thing to do with me.
Nothing to do with me.
Ain't my problem. Cause see, they can't send us back nowhere because they stole us from where we belong and brought us here from the beginning. So, sorry to that man. I don't know him. I don't know those people. And and God forgive me if this is not the right heart posture that I should have, but that's not my problem. It's not my problem. I won't make it my problem. I'm not doing no marches. I ain't doing no protests. I ain't signing no petitions. I'm minding my black business, and that is not my business.
The end. There's been people at work that have been trying to make they look.
You hit him with that stale face friend.
I went to a happy hour on Thursday, and the election came up because you always got to have like the one white person in the group that wants to let's and I didn't vote at all because it was all just a show and I didn't vote and it's just like the only black
it must be nice room. It must be nice to not have to vote and still
I love
still know that you safe.
He said, I voted Democrat and I voted, down the ticket consistently. But when I got to president, I wrote in my friend's name. Now, I done had a lot of tequila, but I'm still not laughing at that shit because it's not funny. And I just kind of looked at him. I'm in a corporate setting. I don't have the luxury of excusing myself and being like, fuck this, I don't want to be here. No, I gotta sit here and hee and ha ha. My bad.
I know who that is.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
Hold on, let me just
handle your business.
We can bleep this out.
Okay. More after these messages.
Hi. Bye.
Look at her, y'all. Look at her grinning. Look at her, y'all. Look at Pasha, y'all. Turn your head back this way, Pasha. Don't try to make your face, your mouth straight. Look at her, y'all. Which leads us to our next topic. the people want us to keep them updated on our dating chronicles. Who shall go first? Shall I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, guys, nothing's changed on the home front. I did get asked on a date this past weekend, but I was just unable. I just listen. My car. I had listen. I couldn't focus on the man. I couldn't focus on no text messages. I couldn't focus on no plans. I didn't want to go on no date, baby. No. So, um, we are rescheduling for this weekend, but I do have a date on Wednesday, and I have another date that I was asked on that I got to figure out a way to squeeze in the middle of Wednesday and the weekend. So we'll see how things go.
Hey, look at
So
you.
tomorrow, today is Monday. So tomorrow, Tuesday, I'll be getting myself together, doing my hair removal cream, shaping my eyebrows, figuring out what I'm gonna do to my hair. I'll probably curl it and then pin curl it, put my press-ons on, figure out what I'm gonna put on. You know, the kid gotta show up correct. I don't show up to dates
Period.
and I don't want nobody coming to no date with me for the first time or anytime half stepping. So let's hope these Mr. Sirs show up how they supposed to be looking.
Yes, come on. I love this for you.
I'm also still unmatching. More than I'm matching, unmatched. Don't like what you said, unmatched. That wasn't funny. It was actually very odd, unmatched. Okay. One guy, if you go to my TikTok, you'll see I put a slideshow up about things that make me unmatched or hit X on Hinge. And one guy, he asked what I do. Of course, I'm not going to tell nobody. So my answer has just been, social media marketing. So he was like, oh, really? I may need you for more than the obvious. I have a business, da 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 da, and gave me the name of the business. Well, first of all, what would you need me for? What's the obvious? What we talking about? But when he said the name of the business, I immediately went to Instagram to look it up, and I saw what he actually looked like because I didn't even realize. Like I guess I wasn't paying attention enough that his Hinge profile, everything is shoulder up, no full body. But on that business page, I got to see that full body, unmatched. Sure did, unmatched. That ain't gonna work out. So that's my updating.
You're
Where's
updating?
Passion's dog? That's my update. Sorry, that's my update. Let's get on to Passion's update.
I mean,
look at her, y'all. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her.
Whoa.
Look at her. Look at her. Okay.
Hey, man. I mean, I have a date on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I have a date.
How many dates have you been on with this person you went on a date on Thursday?
About a handful.
Okay.
It's been a handful.
Sounds promising.
Yeah, I'm booting up the old Hinge. I'm not mad at it.
I'm weak. You funny.
No, I don't have a boyfriend. So I'm not yet, but like that's not the update, that I'm here to provide. But what I will say is that this time around on Hinge proved to be more successful than it has in the past.
Love that for you.
The one guy that I connected with that I actually have gone out with, I've gone out with him a few times. And I'm like a cautious, optimistic person. There was a time in my life where I used to just jump out the window if like, oh my God, he's cute, he got pretty eyes. Yeah, like it's my man. So I'm not going to do that this time around, even though I do feel I feel good about it.
You feel optimistic about it.
Yeah, I'm optimistic about it for sure. Okay. He's very nice. We have a great time together. He understands my sense of humor. I'm I'm special. So, it takes a special type of man to, hang with the kids. Yeah. So, yeah, so far so good.
I love that for you, friend. That's so cute.
What's funny is, remember when we first talked about how we kind of got back on Hinge?
Girl.
I got my nails done today, and I haven't seen my nail girl in about almost 2 months. Shit, almost 3 months. And so when I went, we talk about dating and stuff. And I was like, well, I kind of have an update, which the fact that I'm even like talking to friends and being like, so yeah, let me tell you about so and so, because when I do talk about these men, it's not very pleasant.
Mm.
So, I be talking bad about y'all.
I mean, I wish they wouldn't give us anything bad to say, but you know.
When I be on the phone talking about y'all and the way you treat me and my friends, I be talking about y'all. So I don't be having
I be
it.
talking about y'all.
Well, and when I'm talking to my friends about these dumbass men, it's a safe space, so I just be saying stuff. But anyway, I was updating her, and I told her that like I have a little friend, and she was like, "Girl, I was thinking about getting back on Hinge too." So it's like
Really?
yes, the like I think people are kind of making a concerted effort. Like I
How
want to
old is your
find.
nail tech? Do you know?
She's 35, 36.
Okay.
He just turned 36 last week.
Okay.
So, yeah, even my friend, one of my good friends from Omaha, when I told her I got on Hinge, she was like, you on Hinge? I was thinking about it. Like, what would
Mm.
wanted some advice or whatever. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's in the air.
The girls are hopping back on. Hopefully, I can hop off soon because I don't like it there. But
Yeah, like it is not. I mean, what I will say is, second time around, when I was looking, I was like, okay, some contenders.
yeah, I changed some of my filters. I changed some of my filters. So this me and my sister when we always FaceTime when we call each other, but I share my screen and I was going through some of the people that I had matched, but she was like, okay, I
Yeah,
see
like
it, girl. Because the time before that, when we did it, before I changed my filters, it was giving Booger Wolf, and I was about to hit delete on the whole app.
yeah.
But
See,
yeah, I
I
changed some
didn't.
of my filters, and I was like, okay, this might work.
It's looking like something.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like something I want to see.
Yeah, I was on Hinge for like 2 days, and like on the second day, I matched, and I didn't
Okay.
really. Hinge is like it's
So,
labor intensive anyway, so I wasn't getting back on it and like looking and stuff. I was, but
but see,
not like
that's what I was getting ready to ask you. How often were you checking it?
every other day, which is no way to build a
Okay.
connection.
Well, see,
But
that's where I'm at with it. So, like, to the two of the guys, two of the three guys that said something
okay,
to
come on,
me,
two
like
out
they
of
had asked me on a
three.
date, huh?
I said, come on, 2 out of 3.
I mean, but this is what dating is.
Oh, hi, Vinny.
This is dating. So yeah, I'm
Right,
dating y'all
right.
until I don't have to date y'all. I can date him. Um, but yeah, they were like, oh, like look who it is, because I don't be on there. I don't be getting on there. I don't be saying anything.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to do better. Because I've told myself that if I want the life that the life I envision myself to have is not going to land in my lap. So
Yeah, you got
I
to go
have to
for
be
it.
a little bit more intentional about getting on there more regularly, checking in and saying stuff back to people. So I'm trying. I've gotten better. This last couple of days, this past week hasn't been the best week just because I was dealing with my own life stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I'm happy to hear that we got a good report.
Yeah, so far
So
so
that's
good.
promising. That's promising. And I love that like the other girls, like your friend back home, your nail tech are also thinking about it and you've been able to give them something like positive, like give them a little bit of hope, like, okay, maybe I will get back on there. I love that.
Yeah. I mean, I what I've learned is the women, us girls, we not out here living life like, F these men, we don't want them. We don't want no men. The message has been clear with all of my friends that like our conversations are about our frustrations with dating. And if even if we're not dating and talking to anybody, we're talking about how we want somebody to hold hands with, how we want somebody to go on a vacation with, how we want some love, and how we make our jokes about matching pajamas. Like the message is clear. Like me and my friends, we don't sit here and commiserate about the fact that we don't have anybody. We fantasize and daydream and kind of put it in the universe. um so and I bring that up because my little friend, he was
That's how you know it's serious, y'all. My little friend.
yeah, he's just my little friend.
My little friend.
Because he's older than me, and men have their little stories and they feelings about dating, and he's just like, one of the things he's like, well, I can see why, you've been single for so long, and I was like, first of all, it wasn't so long. It's not just because I'm not in a relationship and he ain't my boyfriend, don't mean ain't nobody around. Let's be clear. But if you're trying to like pick and say there's a reason why a group of women in your age group are single, no kids, no suitors, it's not because there's anything wrong with us when we're actually putting forth effort to make it happen. You okay, friend?
I'm making sure I didn't see a gray. It's the light. I'm just making sure.
Well, I and to gray hairs and getting older, I was like, the women in my friend group are doing the work we need to, so that if and when our man shows up, we ready for it. Are y'all doing the work?
For sure.
You a man and you
And I
got
feel
friends.
comfortable. I feel comfortable saying that every year I feel like I'm more suited to be somebody's son, wife. Like I feel like I grow and I get better every year. Like even my patience and my temperament, y'all know I've always been at a 10. It's just who I am innately. It's just me. But I see myself growing more patience and being more slow to react to things, which I know is necessary for a relationship to be successful. So I'm like, okay, God, I see you stretching me and growing me. Stretch that nigga too. But yeah, I can see, the growth. Yeah. Yeah.
For real.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I could like sit here and talk and talk and talk and talk, but no.
And
One day at a
grin and
time.
grin and grin.
I've had a little.
We love to see the girls happy. Okay, this is a good thing.
I mean, he just it's early days. Early days. We're not like boyfriend and girlfriend. We're not locked in. We are just, enjoying each other's company, getting to know each other, and seeing what's up. Hell, I might have to re-download the app and get back on.
Oh, so you deleted the app?
I have. And when I say delete, I didn't take it off my phone. Like it delete, like I'll have to start a whole new page.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Because you didn't even do that the last time. We were talking the last time how I had to start all over, but you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, friend, it's something serious.
He deleted it too.
Oh, you ain't tell me that.
Mm-hmm. I deleted it because he was telling me a conversation he was having with a friend, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I was on Hinge," and he was just like, "And I met this girl, and everything is good. I deleted the app." And when he said that, I was like, "Oh shit, I need to delete the shit."
Were you talking to anybody else though on the app? Okay.
That's a very. What are you, the FBI?
Agent Jordan.
No, I wouldn't talk.
Somebody had text my phone. Let me read this to you. Somebody had text my phone. I can't say no names or nothing.
Oh shit.
But somebody text my phone and said, "Girl, I went down a rabbit hole and found out his real phone number, his address, and where they live, their family house, the house that's in somewhere else, and whose name is really on the deed, then says the person's name, where the other person work, how much the other person make, the other person's other businesses, multiple pictures of them." Because I had said, they had sent me a message before then and was like, "Oh, I'm on my FBI shit right now." But I was asleep. So when I got up, when I responded back, I said, "Oh, what's the report agent so-and-so?" I said their last name. So that's what they said to me. And I sent back a message that said in all caps, "I am so proud." And they said, "Oh, I learned from the best, Special Agent Jordan." Yes, ma'am.
That's you.
Yes, ma'am.
That
yes,
is
ma'am.
you.
Mm-hmm.
That is
yes,
you.
ma'am.
I'm weak.
Lead detective.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I love it.
Um,
But yeah, so I deleted and I'll have to start over from scratch if I get back on there. But I don't know. So far so good. I have no idea what's about to happen. We've talked about going on dates and things working out and then being like, no, hell no, no.
but no, we're not even thinking about that. This is looking promising, sounding promising, feeling promising. We just gonna grab onto that energy and move along forward. But what I was getting ready to ask is, friend, is y'all gonna be in matching pajamas?
I don't know. I
I
don't.
would like to see it. When Pastor be telling me stuff, I'd be like, send me a picture. I want to see. So when I have to send you that text message for send me the picture, friend, I need evidence. Because I keep the receipts. Okay.
Possibly.
Okay.
Possibly.
Go ahead and get your tree up, get your decorations up. Make sure you got you some mistletoe. Get you some of that.
He definitely will be around when I'm decorating my place for Christmas and stuff. So
Okay.
if that means a night in matching PJs, I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know. I
I
don't know
might put
what
my
I mean.
I might
He's
put my tree up next week. Thanksgiving.
so he's with the shits, right? But he hasn't said to me out loud, like, so we doing matching pajamas. He said a lot of stuff, but that has not been one of them. So I don't know if he's like too cool for school and I don't do matching PJs. I'm not quite sure. Like we don't like have to do matching PJs. We're gonna be together regardless. Doesn't have to be in matching PJs, but
Why does that reminds me? That was this girl. Last Christmas, I think it was, and she had put this collage. You know how on Instagram you can put all the pictures, you can slide the
uh-huh.
pictures, and why she had a collage of all the men she'd been in matching pajamas with. I saw, oh wow. She said, "Don't do the matching pajamas because that's when things go sour."
Yikes.
So
Yikes.
don't post it, friend. Just send it to me.
Yeah, no, like I don't I'm not a man poster.
Ooh, this is a good convo. Wait a minute, you not posting your
Yeah.
man?
Mm, when it's like, look at my engagement ring and him too.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
like, look at us.
See, I'm the opposite. Now I don't necessarily have to post nobody's face, but you definitely know what somebody around. Somebody doing something.
I'm like, I like to be discreet in that way. So I'm not above it. I'll post a sneaker, a
Mm-hmm.
hand,
Mm-hmm.
or like a little, a glimmer of a jacket,
Hmm.
a little piece of jacket. Um, but also like I I was in a relationship with someone and we fought about the fact that he was not open on social media about us being together. And
Really?
yeah. And so I got
Is that a red flag?
no,
Not.
not necessarily because
Okay.
I'm not here for documenting a situation that may not be like forever, you
But
know.
is the reason that you don't want? I personally feel like if we're together, and I mean together, like we not kicking it, we not hanging out, we not seeing other people, we are together in a relationship.
Mhm.
You know, I don't know why there would be an argument or there would be an issue with both parties posting the other person. Now, you ain't got to necessarily plaster their face on your page or even in your story, but I feel like if I was with a man and he had an issue with being out in the open on my social media, that would be an issue for me.
Yeah.
And it would
So
be a red flag to me.
it was an issue and my argument was I feel like you're hiding. I feel like there's girls that follow you
Mm-hmm.
that you talk to and if they saw that you posted me it would be a problem. And
Mm-hmm. Yep.
he was like, I'm not, that kind of person that wants to da, 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 da. And after a while I was like, fuck it, I won't post you, you not posting me, don't worry about it. That was my
Mm-mm.
that was my toxic roller coaster of a piece of shit relationship that taught me all the lessons. One of the lessons was, maybe you don't need to be posting no nigga at all.
Mm.
Now, This,
See, friend, I don't think that was the. Are we sure that's the lesson, or maybe it's I shouldn't post that nigga at all?
I mean, I there was someone I dated who I posted. It was his birthday, and I had posted like a few pictures of us, but they weren't
Oh,
like,
really?
yeah, but non-factor, not important. You don't
I
remember.
know this person. I don't.
Yeah, you know who he is. I've talked about. I dated him for some time during the pandemic.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and he had the
Okay.
nerve to say it blows my mind that when I text you you don't respond, because he's been talking to himself for a while now. And so but that's we'll chat about that later. Um
Okay.
I just lost my train of thought actually.
You were talking about the person that you were dating didn't want to be posted, and you felt like they were hiding, and they didn't
Oh yeah.
understand.
So with this guy, my little friend, I mean, I feel like we would post each other the same way. Like you might see the back of me or like my elbow or some shit like that. You know, it would, and then when if we ever decided we wanted to like really like break the internet and like post one another, I mean we could, you know. I would be fine.
I just think it's a red flag. It's something to be said about one party posting the other, but the other party, like, it looks like they don't have anybody. I think I don't like that, because I
Yeah.
feel like you
I mean,
sneaky and you lying and you trying, like you said, there's some girl that you talking to or that's on your page or something you don't want seen,
mhm.
or something you trying to keep under wraps, and don't unwrap me.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I like if we're on like a hot vacation, I definitely want my sandal in the picture for sure. My leg,
Mm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
maybe one of my titties is on your back a little bit, but my face is cut off or something. You know, I would like that. But he
Oh.
actually is very active on social media more than I am.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is new for me.
Okay. Okay.
Like he's
Okay.
got like I've got 500 and something posts and he's got like 2300. He be
Okay.
posting.
Okay.
He
He's
be on the
active.
TikTok.
Okay.
He be doing it
Okay.
all. Viral on the TikTok for his food and everything.
Okay.
He's a mover and a shaker.
I need to see that TikTok page.
He's a mover and a shaker. And the food is good.
Shout out to my old little friend that be clearly be watching me on TikTok.
Ah!
Cause I saw you mistakenly hit that button. And it's okay, you sent
We
it back.
see you.
But just know I saw you. Mwah.
Well, speaking of matching pajamas and holidays, what are your holiday plans?
Same thing it was last year. Not a thing. Well, no, I can't say same as it was last year, because this time last year I was actually packing. It's so crazy because I think back. I just think back. I'll be like, God, like, you must be just having a belly laugh up there at me. Like, this girl really saying, oh, like, I told her to do that. Like, what a fool. What an idiot. And I just be thinking, like, wow, I really went somewhere that I hated. I did not like that place. I did not. My friend and one of my other friends was like, "Oh, friend, I knew, because you weren't really unpacking too much." It wasn't. I had the necessities pulled out, but I still had boxes in the living room.
Yeah, you went
Had the
moving in
furniture
for
shopped.
real.
Wasn't no making my house a home there. I just because I was never supposed to be there, and I just be looking back like, wow, this time last year I was actually in Tampa, Florida, ready to go.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all.
It's okay. Welcome to Chicago, y'all.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, last year Thanksgiving, I was packing. I stayed home, didn't go home for Thanksgiving. I was packing. Christmas, I had just moved the week before, and I went home for Christmas. I won't be doing no traveling this holiday season, and I can't wait. I can't wait to not be at home. I can't wait to not be in the airport. I don't want to do it. I had to explain it to my mama, like, bro, I don't want to be in the airport the busiest time of the year. The plane extra stuffed and packed from people weren't well, which wouldn't be an issue probably in Florida, but like,
Yeah.
especially when I would go home and I lived in Cleveland and everybody got their big bubble coats, and I no. Mm-mm. So I'll be staying home. I'm looking forward to being home and being in my own space, and making my own comfort, in the holiday winter season, though won't be much winter here. We actually have a cold front that's come through, so it's been down to like 59 at night.
59 degrees.
Yes, girl, I've been wrapping up in the bed.
I've been wrapping up in the bed. Are you going to
I've had
decorate
a
your
hoodie
home?
on the last couple of days. I've had a hoodie on.
Oh, shit. A
It's been
hoodie.
chilly.
Oh, my goodness. She said it was
I
chilly.
do think I might slightly, just a little bit, but not enough to matter, miss having all 4 seasons, like miss it getting, like I would like to put on a little heavy coat sometimes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Winter fashion is a little bit different. I'm gonna still put it on because I do got a fur and she will be on. I mean, it can, all I need is one that, oh, it's gonna be, oh, yeah, I'll be out there with my fur.
Oh, my gosh. So will you decorate your house for the holidays?
I'm gonna put up my tree. You know, this is listen, and the only reason I'm doing this for content, y'all. I really could care less.
Well, if you're not going home for the
Cause I have
holidays,
a
the least you
flock
can do is make it
tree.
holiday in your house.
Whose son sliding me a gift up under that motherfucker?
What'd you say?
Whose son sliding me a gift up under that motherfucker?
I know. I want to know what I'm getting.
But I have a flock tree, so I just hate the mess
You
of
have a
it.
Glock tree.
Now I would like a Glock tree. Put me slide me a 9 up under that motherfucker. I have a flocked tree, so it has like the snow on it already. So when I take it apart, all that white stuff be everywhere.
Okay.
When I was in Atlanta, it didn't really matter as much because my bedroom was carpet. But I'm not putting my tree in my bedroom this time. It's going to be in my living room, and I have hardwood floor. Only place I don't have my rug yet. That had to be sent back. That's another story for another day. But it wouldn't have been on the rug because the rug is only going to be in the middle of the floor where the couch is. So we're gonna see how annoyed I get, but I'm doing it for the content. It's a couple of cute photos, you know, whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to being home. What about you?
I will be going to my hometown, Omaha, Nebraska, woo woo, for Thanksgiving. Going home for the week. And then
Now, do you do any cooking, friend? Do you cook any dishes?
Not really, like cornbread, like mashed potatoes. But
I feel like my mama don't want nobody else in the kitchen.
I mean,
like she might complain a little bit about being tired or being on her, but you don't want nobody in there with you. So what you want me to do, girl?
My auntie, my grandma, and my mom hold it down. They hold it down. But I'll be in there looking and asking questions and stuff. Like I've made my, on the times that I've stayed home for Thanksgiving, I've made my own little dinner for one. So I'll be making stuff. I make stuff anyway. So, but if my mom was like, okay, you got to make the greens for everybody. No, I'm not doing that. No.
Yeah, my stepdad makes the greens. Him and my mom cook everything.
I'm trying to set a nigga up. No.
I would like some homemade rolls, but listen, my back could stand not to have any, so we good.
Yeah, I'm definitely have to get in this gym. I need to get in the gym. I've been sitting on my fat ass.
Well, I've been keeping up with I've been consistent, but I haven't been rigorous. So I've been just doing enough to say I'm doing something.
That's kind of where I'm
But
at.
I've also had my eating under control pretty much.
Okay.
I did like the last 2 weeks. I ate a lot more meat than normal, and I feel like I can tell in the way my body feels. So we scale that back. What about Christmas? What are you doing for Christmas?
I'm not sure. My brother booked another show in Omaha over the Christmas holiday, so he's like, I'm going to be going back again. And we were all together for Christmas last year. Luigi's getting old, so traveling with him is not what it used to be. He gets real anxious.
How old is he now?
13.
Okay.
Yeah, him up there. He over here in his doggy bed Putin, so it stinks in here right now. Like as soon as we done recording, I got to take him outside because he's over here stinking. It's like, oh, that is shit. I can tell. So I'm not sure. I mean, depending on if the tickets is expensive and stuff, probably not. I wouldn't mind. I mean, Chicago's really, really beautiful at Christmas time, so I ain't tripping if I'm home. My whole family will be in Omaha for Thanksgiving, and we haven't done that in a while, so that just might be enough for me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it would be nice to go home and be with your family one holiday and then stay home and make your own little holiday in Chicago. I'm sure, like you said, it's really pretty. with your animals and your
Yeah,
little
with
friend
my
and
animals.
go see all the, you knew where I was going, you knew where I was taking it. I already saw the look on your face, but I'm there. We are here. I have arrived. Hello. Hey. How y'all doing?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But yeah, that'll be cute. That'll be real cute.
I think so too. We'll see. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
Mm-hmm.
man.
I'm just happy for you, friend.
Oh,
That's all.
stop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see what else. That's all I got. That's all I really got going on. My little board here with all my content that I ain't
No,
did
I don't
yet.
have too much going on either. I mean, my schedule is pretty open, so we can, run this back, next week and record and, have like a funny little holiday episode, a shoot the shit episode, or we can come up with some goofy stuff to talk about, or let's pop edibles and record. I don't know.
Well, I gotta get some. I keep on saying I need to make my way to Chicago, but we talked about that in person episode. So when I come,
Oh,
I'm bringing it up because y'all know when I go to cities where the tree is legal, I don't smoke her, but I do take a little gummy. And baby, I get me enough to last me for a year, and I'm not exaggerating because I literally just took the last one, probably August or September of this year, and I got all that stuff last July when I was in Chicago with Passion.
So, because it's cold right now, how about because we have been talking, we discussed before we started recording that we would to do 2 in-person episodes, and we were forecasting for 2025. I can come to Orlando in the winter because it's cold here, and then you can come to Chicago in the summer when it's like, a vibe and stuff. So we can plan that out. But right now, for as far as meeting in person, I will work on getting to Orlando here in the next 3-4 months, and then you can focus on the next 4 months.
You'll need a break from the cold by then.
Hell yeah. We supposed to get snow on Thursday.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, we've been pretty mild. Well, like it was 60 degrees and humid this morning before it started raining. So when I took Luigi out, it wasn't bad. It wasn't like, oh, it's cold. It's been great. And everyone in Chicago is like, yeah, we've been skating. Like they like the Mother Nature been letting us live, and now it's kind of time for our cold front to come in. So we're gonna.
Because I saw one of my homeboys in Cleveland. He today he had posted on his story. He was like, the fact that it's November the 18th and I'm in Cleveland and I got a hoodie on and I'm making it is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whew, I don't miss that Midwest weather. Lord knows I don't.
I love it. I think I would feel weird. I couldn't be in LA when it's 75 degrees and I got shorts and a t-shirt on, and then my house is like decorated in Christmas.
Well, that's crazy you say that because where was I at? Somewhere I was at. Maybe I was just driving down the street and it was like a food truck and the people standing at the food truck in line and they had on like shorts and short sleeves and I was like, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm just wondering, maybe there could be a cute little cool breeze at night that can, be outside with somebody's son looking at some Christmas lights myself. We'll
In
see.
your fur.
But it would be nice to have just a little chill on the air, when you do that. Because, I remember as a little girl, when we would go, look at Christmas lights or go to, the Nutcracker themed decorations and stuff, there'd be, a little hot chocolate stand and, all the winterish cold stuff. That's not happening here. No.
Yeah.
At least not the cold weather part.
Yeah.
And I feel like it goes hand in hand.
Oh, Chicago does it up.
I'm sure.
Like Macy's was decorated the November 1st. Yeah, like all the little Christmas trumpets and garland and lights. That shit was out November 1st.
Yeah, I need to go to the Dollar Tree because I have a content that I did that I need to do, and it's like a 2-part, one fall, one Christmas. And if I want any 4 leaves left, I better go tomorrow. Now that I think about it, because I'm sure ain't nothing out there but poinsettias now.
Oh yes. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the holidays. They're looking very different this year. So.
Oh, are they? Okay.
A little bit.
Okay, that's
a little
cute.
bit.
Okay.
I don't know. Hey, niggas might not make it to 2025. We never know.
Anyway.
That's a brick wall. That's crazy.
Anyway, girl, I ain't paying you no mind. Okay? No mind. Okay, yeah, that's all I got. If y'all want any more updates on me, you can go to my TikTok, go to my Instagram. I think I told y'all I went to my that first brand event. The pictures are up, the reel is up, the TikTok is up, the YouTube video is up.
Oh shit.
And that was another thing that was kind of that's another thing that was kind of causing me a little bit of eyelash distress, me getting dragged, was because I still had content due. And that's something that I always make sure I stay on top of, because we gotta get the bills paid.
Period.
So, yeah, that's about it. That's all I got.
Okay, girl. Well, I'm looking forward
So
to.
what you got planned for this week coming up? Well, we in the week now. What you got planned for the rest of the week?
I've got I got some work stuff. But that's just on Thursday. I have a dinner date. And then it's the weekend, and I won't be doing nothing because I'm on the first thing smoking on Monday back to Omaha.
Okay, so
So
you've been
very
on for a
quiet,
good little
calm
minute.
week. I got to pack. I got my clothes laid out that I want to bring and stuff. So
You so ahead of the game, girl. I be last minute doing that stuff.
I be having to pull out the looks and the fits, and I'm like, I feel like I'm fat right now, so I have to make sure everything looks good.
Anyway, well, that sounds like we'll have something to talk about for the next episode. Your dinner date, a couple of dates I got planned.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
I like it.
And I have a name for our episode too.
For this one or next week?
This one.
Okay, cool. Okay. All right, y'all. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. You can also listen to the podcast anywhere you can stream podcasts, and we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.